What's up, everybody? I'm the Zombunny, and I'm joined by my lovely wife, Hoshi.
Hi, everyone!
Welcome back to Major Minor. Shit's about to get real.
We left you last time on a cliffhanger with Maxine having tied Rook up to a chair and setting a live bomb on his lap. And then leaving to say she was off to help contestant 2. So I guess, hopefully this time we will see who else is strapped to a chair with a bomb on their lap.
Let's meet our contestants!
Maybe. We're not quite sure where this is going.
I was making a movie reference. I rush to the lobby, unsure of what awaits me. However, when I get there, I just see Inumi.
Oh,
Not
shit.
Inumi!
No! I like Inumi!
So cute. Blep.
Hi there, David. I wanted to go outside. Singe yelled at me. It was scary.
Sounds like Singe. But what's going on? I was told to come here immediately. Could Inumi be part of this whole plan? I inch a little closer to him, just in case I needed to keep him safe.
What are you doing?
He looks a little confused, or maybe uncomfortable. Aw, see, I might accidentally get Inumi points, but I don't want to be a dick.
But remember, I said that I want Inumi and Acheron.
Fine, so we'll try to get Inumi as well. This is the first time we've gotten anything to give to Inumi.
Exactly.
Fine, we're gonna be good helper, and we're gonna keep you safe.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think the correct answers are usually the top one.
Sometimes.
For affections. I don't think it's ever been a bottom one.
I don't remember some of our earlier ones, so can't tell ya. Wow, really? Thanks! My bro used to say that to me all the time. I was sad that he couldn't do it anymore. But I should learn to do it myself. I have to grow up someday, right? Other people can't always be there. Not even bro. So I should learn. That way I can do it when I'm alone. I'll take pointers from what you do.
He smiles at me. I'm glad he trusts me, at least.
He's so adorable.
It's the tongue.
It is the tongue.
That's the little blip. But after he speaks, he stares at me in silence. Oh, is he expecting me to lead the conversation? I guess I could use this as a learning opportunity. Well, tell me about yourself is better than tell me about your brother, because that's bringing up sadness.
Yeah.
Yay!
Is this like an interview? I used to watch bro do those all the time. He always wrote out his answers beforehand. So I don't know what to say. I'm older than I look, that's for sure.
I was starting to worry about that. I was like, are you legal?
So he looks like he's 12.
He's the third character to have a heart on his chest.
Yeah, true. I love ramen.
Well, there's 1 point for you.
So I was glad we came here. I still have to do school on the tour. So my bro would help me with homework. I had a pet fish for a while. I would have a little bro of my own.
That's adorable.
I took really good care of him. He died.
Good job. Wow, definitely jumping from topic to topic. But I guess we were all like that at a young age.
I still feel bad that I'm not good at math. Acheron had to answer that one problem.
I'm sure that almost nobody likes math. I let him know that he's not alone in that regard.
Really? That's interesting. I'm confused with how school works. If you're bad at math, they think you're not trying hard enough. They push you. Sometimes they even say you're not smart. But if you're bad at writing stories or at art, you get a slap on the wrist. Some people are born artists, they say. What if I'm born to be bad at math?
I shrug. I guess he has a point. Different subjects are treated in different ways.
But anyways, I guess...
Before he can continue, he's promptly interrupted. This conversation was optimal. Oh, so I've had conversations not be optimal?
Apparently.
I didn't know it straight up told you when things were correct. Shit!
So maybe we'll have 2 points for Inumi.
Maybe that's how that works. That's weird. I really need, like, the layout for how this system works. Acheron descends the stairs into the lobby.
It just shows people that we're playing this organically and not, pre-going and looking at things to come back.
I honestly still want a map. How does this work? Help me make the right decision. He notices the both of us and quickly approaches. Hey, you
Both
two.
husbandos.
I don't think that one's legal.
There.
That is a Shota.
Ding.
Hey, you two. Glad you're both safe. Stop blepping at me.
Bleh.
Glad you're both safe. I was just about to do more rounds. Need to ensure everyone's survival. I notice that he has his phone in his hand, something I've rarely seen him holding. When he sees that I notice, he puts it in his pocket. So, how are you two doing?
It's Daz on the other side of the phone.
Probably. If he's gonna cheat on me with Daz anyway, I might as well go for Inumi. Everyone else sucks.
Oh, one of them's dead. One of them's strapped to a chair with a bomb.
Well, one is already dead, one's strapped to a chair to a bomb, another one is going to be.
And Keela's just crazy.
And apparently Keela's been lying to us. So, I don't like that.
Time.
I don't like that Keela's been hiding shit. Anyway, that's you.
I'm doing okay. But I wish my bro was here with me.
Surely you do. I apologize for bringing it up. I didn't mean to open any wounds.
I don't have any wounds. It's okay.
It was a metaphor, Inumi.
I see. What's up?
Again, he's interrupted. But this time by a high-pitched screeching noise. Feedback from the lobby speaker system? Inumi quickly covers his ears in fright. I look at Ashron, he seems unaffected. That is, until the screeching subsides. The cliché lobby music that wasn't playing... the cliché lobby music that was playing doesn't return. Instead, a voice greets us, and it chills me to my core. Would you like to save your game? Yeah? That's super short, so we're just gonna keep on rolling.
Yep.
And...
One Inumi! And a true ending flag.
You! Wait, do I need to get affection with certain people to get true ending flags?
I don't know.
Shit!
Maybe you're supposed to get affection for everyone.
Well, okay. Rocker, I've only had one chance. I've never talked to Shock.
Uh-huh.
Rook, I only had a couple of things, and I tried to be honest, and being honest got me, he didn't like that answers.
Yeah.
So, well, no, they told me you can't please
everybody.
So that can't be the answer then. Well, moving on.
Hello, David.
That doesn't look like her.
Mm-mm.
I don't know who that is.
Hello, David. Hello, Acheron. Inumi too? Unexpected.
The voice is warped and heavily modified. I can't tell who it is, or their gender. But I know one thing without any doubt, this is the person who was texting me. By extension, the Midnight Killer. The murderer of Clace, and Rocker too. Whatever plan they had was being put into motion. Well, now see, it won't be the Midnight Killer, because the Midnight Killer is definitely Maxine.
But
that person's portrait was not Max. So this
But it could have been Max wearing a costume.
Could be. Whatever plan they had, it was being put into motion. I clenched my fists and looked to Acheron. He looked scared. I've never seen him like this before. The Rock is not allowed to look scared! You fucked it up! Inumi inches closer to me as if to seek safety.
I'm going to be blunt. Let's start this. Nobody else into the lobby. If you do, every weapon will detonate.
Well, I guess it is Max.
You all need to stay where you are. I only have business with these three.
So this is being broadcast through the entire building. I guess they aren't dealing with just me anymore. Show yourself. Don't hide like a coward.
Not yet, Acheron. I need to keep a distance for now, in case there's any disobedience. You three are to do exactly as I say. Any deviation from my course will result in the detonation of every weapon here. And if you don't believe me, just try me. I don't think it's worth it. A gamble shouldn't decide your fate today, nor the fate of everybody in the building.
I'm scared.
Inumi is shivering in fright. I look at Acheron. He must know what to do. This situation can't be foreign to someone like him. You have our compliance. Please state your terms. We wish for no more death today.
It pains me to say this, but your wish will go unfulfilled. You only have the ability to mitigate. Damages will still be caused, so I advise that you listen carefully.
Ugh. Very well. Acheron looks at me, showing signs of regret, like he's failed to stop this from happening. I give him a look of confidence. We can take this head on. We won't let them win.
I need to talk with David. This situation pertains to him the most.
I stand tall and strong.
As soon as you arrived in Tokyo, you met two people, Rook and Keela. You spent the day getting to know them. That is, until things went to hell.
I nod, unsure of where this may be going. Well, if I gotta pick between Rook and Keela, I'm aware that Keela's lying to me, so... but filled with fright at all of possible scenarios.
Well, are you aware? As in the player, or as David? Because David's not aware.
David is the player.
Is he?
I think the power they were talking about is my ability to go back to save files. I think that's the power given to me, air quotes.
I've been watching you ever since then, on your little adventure through Akihabara. It made me sick. Too joyful and campy. You need to learn about consequence. Something you haven't yet faced. And something you must come to understand. Especially if you wish to save anything. You'll never do that without sacrifice. This is the first rule I will teach you.
I don't understand. Is this some kind of test for me? They seem to know about my role in Terra.
And there's a second rule you must learn. But that will come soon, so don't worry. I'm going to present you with a choice. You must make this decision on your own. Acheron and Nanumi cannot influence you. In fact, they must remain silent. If they speak, I'm sure you know the drill.
I look at Acheron, and then at Nanumi. They both give me a nod. I gulp audibly. I ask them to continue, to tell me what they want.
It's not about what I want. It's about what you want. So please, listen very carefully. Rook is currently in the conference room. And Keela is currently in a boardroom. They both have bombs strapped to them, ready to detonate at a moment's notice.
What? No, that can't be.
I said to listen carefully. I'll let you save one of them, but the other will be left to die. They both expect you to save them. This is part of the second rule. You won't be able to save everybody. The road to salvation is paved with loss, and this is something you must understand. So who will it be? The tablet-addicted lackey, or the overzealous superfan? I'm sure they both have redeeming qualities, as well as a few faults of their own. However, will those faults condemn them? The choice lies with you.
I look towards Acheron. He avoids my gaze, looking at the floor ashamedly. I look towards Nanumi. He has his paws pressed up against his mouth.
Are you stressed? That's cute. How can you be trusted with the fate of a world when you can't even handle this?
I tremble in anger, my fist clenched violently.
Oh, and don't even think about saving both. If you split up, all the weapons go off. You need to travel as a group from now on. You will all go to the room of the person you wish to save. If anybody else tries to be a hero and save the other hostage, well, there will be no heroes here. Only the three in the lobby may move, and it will be at David's instruction.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what to do. I stand there in silence for what seems like forever. Part of me hopes they're joking, but I know better.
Okay, now I'm getting bored. Give me a name and now, remember, it's one of them or all of you.
I take deep breaths. I close my eyes. They have us in a checkmate. I have to choose. But how can I possibly be expected to choose who dies? I tremble in the face of this impossible decision, and I think very carefully before I say anything else, for they would be in the hardest words I'd ever speak. Okay. Okay, so I was originally going to be like, yeah, Rook, fuck Keela. Here's an issue. Keela is involved with Terra.
Yes, he is.
Rook has no involvement with Terra. And if Keela's involved in Terra, I feel like he needs to be there.
Quite possibly.
He needs to be alive to be able to go to Terra as well and be with Mr. Yowie Bear.
Yowie Bear.
Yowie Bear. That's what my brother called him. He called him the Yowie Bear.
Ah. I was wondering where you came up with that one.
It came from my gay brother. So I think I have to go with Keela for the sake of the game.
Yeah,
the sake-
Keela's a bit more mysterious in what his motives are.
I think for the sake of true ending, I have to go with Keela. Because Keela is involved with whatever's going on in Terra, Keela is involved.
Mm-hmm.
Which means if he's not there, I think something bad will happen on Terra.
Quite possibly.
So, for the sake of the game and possibly the true ending, I'm going with Keela.
But, what if...
What if they just replace him with Rook?
Yeah, or what if the Midnight Deaths are, as we kind of supposed earlier, the deaths here actually send them to Terra. So
well, then
by
I'll have
saving...
two. If I say Keela and that sends Rook to Terra, I'll have two people. That would still make picking Keela the correct choice if that's how it worked.
Okay.
That would
I just wanted to play a little devil's advocate there.
Well, the devil's advocate I'm playing is picking Keela because I feel like he's involved too much with the end game of the story.
Possibly, for the true ending.
Because just because he has involvement in Terra. So I'm going to pick Keela, and I'm probably going to regret it. But here we go with the lying acorn. Sorry, Rook. Love you. You made a difficult decision.
Good. I'm glad you were able to choose. Choices like this will find you often, especially with the role you play. Acheron and Inumi, you're free to talk. But you know the rules. I won't hesitate to kill you all. Let's get things moving, shall we? You'll find the boardroom down the hall to your left, and a few doors to the right. You wouldn't want to keep him waiting.
I quickly exchange glances with Acheron and Inumi. We need to hurry. Stay calm. Follow me. He starts bolting down the hallway. I look at Inumi. He has the face of utter terror. He shouldn't have to go through this. That's not fair. I place myself in front of him. I tell him that I'm going to keep him safe. After a brief pause, he nods. We both chase after Acheron with one goal in mind. Keela, don't worry. We're coming to save you. The first thing we see is Acheron kicking in the door. Is it locked? How are we supposed to get in? It's locked from the other side. I don't think I can break it in. He kicks it several more times. It doesn't budge.
Oh, silly me. I forgot to mention the bomb has a timer. You have 5 minutes to disarm Keela's bomb.
Asshole.
Ugh. Wait here, I'm going to see Singe. He has to know how he can get through. He starts to run away, but Inumi interjects.
Acheron!
No, that's you.
Stop!
Forgot that
Didn't you pay attention to the rules? We have to stick together as a group. But you ran here by yourself, and no one else is allowed to intervene. But you want to go see Singe? You're going to get us all killed!
Ugh. Of course. I apologize. I'm used to thinking on my feet. Not used to working with restrictions. You'll have to forgive me, Inumi. He quickly draws his pistol, having no other option. This may be the only way. Please cover your ears. Both of you. We do as instructed. Inumi stares on in awe. Acheron assumes a firing stance and aims at the door, but he doesn't fire straight away. He readjusts his aim calmly and carefully, like he's trying to find out that one perfect spot. He fires once, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. He fires again, then kicks the door. Nothing happens. Come on! He takes a deep breath before adjusting his aim again. He fires for a third time and kicks the door. It opens slightly, and he beams with pride. My ears ring loudly even though they were covered. David! Come here, quick! I look back at Inumi before following his order. When I get to him, he points it to my feet. I need your help. Listen carefully. Heel first, to the side of the lock. That's the weakest part of a door. Kick it with me on the count of 3. But follow these instructions precisely. If you don't, you'll risk dislocation. I nod. We almost have it. Just a few times should do. It'll hurt, but we can't let Keela die. He turns and faces the door. I do the same. He looks at me with confidence. 3, 2, 1. I bring my foot crashing into the door. Pain shoots up my leg, but the door opens more. I lose my balance, my shin on fire with pain. You have weak legs. We have it now. Just one more time. I push past the pain and assume the stance once more. 3, 2, 1. And the door comes crashing down. Inumi claps at us both, and we all enter. Inumi's like, yay! Fucking... And we
The
all...
heel first thing, though, that bothers me, because my Taekwondo instructor definitely said you aim with the ball of your foot. Not your toes, not your heel.
Your heel would be the most solid thing you could hit the door with.
Yeah, but you
That's why
yourself.
That's why he said it was going to hurt, because it's not where you're supposed to kick things for effectiveness for you, but for effectiveness for the situation of breaking a door. Probably good to use the solid part of your foot.
Maybe. We'll have to ask someone about that sometime. I'm curious to know how they'd actually do it in real life.
I mean, I've got a couple cop friends I can ask.
Yeah.
Limping from the pain, I fight it back. For Keela.
For Keela!
For Keela! We see Keela almost immediately. He's strapped into a chair. I notice a flashing red light on his lap. That must be the bomb. I quickly rush to inspect it. However, I lock gazes with him first. His eyes are red and wet. Was he crying? Thank you. Thank you so much. I honestly don't know what to say to him. I look down to inspect the bomb. They were right about having 5 minutes. I let ṟRouᴉ know that the timer is counting down. Let me see.
Bleh.
Blip. He comes and stands beside me. Inumi waits near the doorway, leaving this in our hands.
Can't help Inumi's so cute with the bleh turn.
Blip. 4 minutes now. We can do this. Remain calm. He takes a deep breath as he examines the bomb. Wait. A 9-digit numerical keypad, as well as a button for the number 0. Too many combinations is just to guess. This is impossible. We were set up. He tries to remove the bomb, but it starts beeping. He winces in fright and quickly leaves it be.
Hey, nobody said you could remove it. Try that one more time and I'm gonna blow this building sky high. Got it?
ṟRouᴉ gulps and nods.
Besides, you do know the code. I'll give you a couple hints. It's a number that the three of you know. Surely you've heard it somewhere before. And to top it off, it's 4 digits.
That could be anything. I don't appreciate these games.
It's not too difficult, ṟRouᴉ. You're good at solving problems. This one was no different.
How many attempts do we get before it detonates on its own?
Just 3. And you get no more hints.
4-digit code that we all know.
Other than that, you heard the number today. Good luck. I'll be in touch if you win.
We separate our recording sessions too much for me to remember a number.
Yep.
Shit.
Hopefully he doesn't ask us.
They commence radio silence. 3 minutes left. What could it be? Think, ṟRouᴉ, think! I try to think as well, but I draw blanks. I start to worry that this game is rigged, too.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's the math question that Inumi asked!
I don't remember it at all.
It was something times 112. It's like 238 times 112. Hold on. 238, 112. Is that? No, that's too many digits. That's not 4 digits.
Nope.
Shit.
Huh?
ṟRouᴉ and Inumi and myself all know this number. It's 4 digits as well. What could it be? Or did they mean ṟRouᴉ, Keela, and myself? There's variations to the term the 3 of us.
Just the 3 of us.
It should have been more specific. Well, it's definitely that math question. Because all 3 of us were in the car when the number was heard.
Okay.
It's almost like they're doing this on purpose. If they give me the option to mention it, I'll be able to do it. I trace my steps back to when I first met ṟRouᴉ. If we heard it today, I would have heard it as a group. We both took the limo here, got escorted inside. We went upstairs and wasted time until the conference. We were all together then. That makes the most sense. Could it have been something said during the briefing? But I don't recall any numbers mentioned at that time. I stopped to think, replaying the conference in my head. It's not the conference, it's the car ride. 2 minutes remaining. ṟRouᴉ quickly leaps forward and enters some numbers. But they're incorrect. He growls and punches the floor. Darn it! I was almost certain.
Damn it. He actually said damn.
Keela was panting heavily, his eyes watering again. He looks terrified. I feel so sorry for him. He stares at me, his body as still as a corpse. Perhaps he's terrified he might set off the bomb. Try 2020. That's Clace's birth year. We should all know it, being here. That does make sense. We're all here as parts of Clace's tour. Inumi's going to be like, no, it's the number from my math problem. It's definitely implied that we should know about him. I look at ṟRouᴉ. He nods. He leans forward to look at the bomb. Hesitantly, I type the numbers 2020 on the keypad. But it's not correct. Damn it! 1 more minute. Please, do something! The timer decreases to the double digits. Is this how it ends? Because we forgot. Ashwan starts breathing heavily in a state of panic. Even if we gave up, we couldn't flee now. We wouldn't be able to make it out of here in time. 45 seconds. I revisit my time in Tokyo over and over again, like my life is flashing before my eyes, but I still can't remember any numbers. We must be getting played. I don't believe it. They were cruel enough to give us hope before death. They were probably never meant to disarm this bomb. It's this thought that breaks me. I start to cry. 30 seconds, and our fate becomes more lucid. Am I not meant to save Terra? Am I not meant to save even a single friend? No, it seems like they're denying me everything. 20 seconds, I close my eyelids tightly. Perhaps I'm too cowardly to stare death in the face. But my foremost thought is simple. Please don't hurt. I hear Ashron, Inumi, and Keela speak, saying that they can only assume is their final words. However, I have nothing to say. I simply wait it out, with the realization that I'll never save a single soul. Oh, is it literally counting? Wait! No, that's you.
Wait!
Yeah, sorry. My eyes shoot open and I look towards Inumi.
8250! Enter it, now!
Without even a single thought, I rise to action. I look at the keypad and locate the numbers. As fast as I can, I type 8250. Ba-doo! The red light on the bomb becomes yellow. After a few moments, a peaceful green. Now throw the bomb out the window. Everyone's quiet, waiting to see if they explode. Just that awkward silence of, did we die? But before we can rejoice at our survival, our worst fears come true, sounding from above. Ooh, there went Rook. I feel bad.
Hit the button.
I feel bad.
Oh, I forgot to mention one important thing.
The voice on the loudspeaker starts laughing loudly. The warping effect on their voice sounds near demonic. I'm gonna have to fuck with your voice on your laugh to make that work.
The codes to disarm this bomb actually set off the other one as well. I connected them using a subroutine. You just killed Rook, David.
My heart sinks into my stomach as I hear these words.
Just part of your final lesson. To save, sometimes you need to kill. The path to salvation is stained with blood.
Why are they doing this to me? I know I told Endymion and Conrad I could kill, but that was for the greater good. How could I possibly justify the death of Rook?
Whatever you're thinking now is irrelevant. They're already dead. By your hand. I did say it would be your fault. Don't you remember my little texts? I suggest you rush to them now, to see if any bits and pieces are left, or perhaps if they're miraculously survived.
I look at Acheron, Inumi, and Keela. My heart is racing. This feeling of guilt is immense. Let's go. We have to try. Acheron quickly takes out a knife. He slashes the ropes, freeing the captive Keela. We must not rush him into anything. He'll return to his senses on his own. I nod, and we dash out of the room. We quickly head to the conference room where Rook was, but Keela stays behind, letting these events settle in. It would be a long time before he was okay again. As soon as we get downstairs, we notice the rubble. The entrance to the conference room was fully collapsed. Smoke wafts out, and we can smell the destruction. It was completely apparent that Rook did not survive. Inumi bursts into tears and starts crying loudly. Acheron clenches his fists in anger, and I can only think, I'm the one who did this. I wish that wasn't the case, but I can't deny it. I'm a total loss for words. I don't know what to do. Is Acheron angry with me? Is Inumi crying because of what I did? Furthermore, how am I supposed to handle this? Rook was a good man. He was very helpful. In fact, he was a paramount to this tour. But now he's dead. By my hand. There had to be a way to bring him back. With this power that I have, with all these parallel realities, there just had to be a way to undo this. Rook, you have my word. Your death will not be in vain. It has sparked the flame of revolution within me. I will save Terra, and I will bring you back. And those who oppose me will fall. I walk towards Inumi. his eyes still streaming tears. He looks up at me, trying to tell me something.
I know.
But he's crying too much to get it out. I place my hand on his shoulder. I tell him to take deep breaths and guide him. A few moments later, he's sufficiently calm.
I know who did this to us.
What? How can he claim to know that?
It was all in the numbers. The code you entered into the bomb. It was the answer to a math equation. The same one a woman gave me earlier. Acheron helped me to solve it in the limo. Do you remember when that happened?
I do, actually. I can't believe I overlooked it. In my state of panic, I must have forgotten.
The woman who gave me that equation? She's the one who's doing all of this.
It makes sense. But it's a woman? I didn't really expect that. The connection is too clear to deny, however.
I didn't know who she was at first. But when we arrived here earlier today, I saw her on the television. On the news. Her name? It's Maxine Armstrong. ...
What? I knew there was something off about her. So, Maxine Armstrong is the Midnight Killer. She killed Clace. She killed Rocker. And she was given powers by the man in the Ark? I don't know what to think. Can I trust no one? I try to piece this together in my mind, and the more I do, the more it makes sense. She planted the weapons here as part of a plan. But then is Singe aware? And what about Acheron? She's definitely been following me since I got here, first at the train station and then at the hotel. Plus she has the codes to activate all the weapons. But there's still a few burning questions in my mind. Why was she given powers from the man in the Ark? Was it all to teach me some sort of lesson? She kept telling me about these rules, things I'd experience in my efforts to save Terra. But that couldn't be it. No one should have to die just to prove a point. There's something going on behind the scenes here. An explanation for all of these murders. It can't be just for my sake. That would make me partly responsible for the death of Clace and Rocker too. No, there must be some other factors at play. I'm satisfied now that the culprit is revealed. I quickly turn around. Acheron has to know this, but as I start walking towards him, a pain assaults me. Like an arrow to the chest, it stops me in my tracks. No, I need to tell Acheron, and Singe too. The fate of everybody here depends on it. Immediately I fall against a nearby wall for support. I cry out in agony, but my pleas for help are unheard. Acheron and Anubi seem to be frozen in place. I recognize the sensation. The Ark. He lied to me. He gave powers to Maxine Armstrong? And she seems to know about my role in Terra as well. What else has she been lying about? What is he up to? It gets harder to think clearly. My breath is short. I slide down the wall, collapsing on the floor. Why did he give her powers? Why did he make her kill? What is my true role? Why did Rook have to die? I'm sick of being his pawn. I'm sick of lies. This time I will fight for the truth. I'm assuming we're getting ripped up into Terra. Yes, I would like to save my game.
This has been kind of a long episode.
It was an intense episode, though.
Yes.
Much intense. Very much need of comic relief right now. Quick. Oh, God. Hi. I don't want to talk to you right now. We're kind of mad at you.
Oh, shit.
But, I guess we'll be continuing this fucking shit show next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.